Hey, what's going on, this is Strawberry here. Welcome back, and today we're going to be looking at the Ice Cube Farm. The Ice Cube Farm is a complete set of 3 stages. First over here, there's an automatic ice farm. If you want to go with this design, one benefit is that you only have one automatic ice farm working at one time, and that reduces lag on your server if you're playing on server or your single player world, so there are less pistons going on. So that's why we've only got one ice farm working at the moment. And then the next stage is over here, which is a bud, and this bud activates whenever the ice reaches over here just before this piston, which will push all of these pistons up, pushing all the ice up. And then finally there's this wall of pistons over here, which is all powered by a line of wires over here, and over here there's a bud here as well. This is a really cool design. I love it because I've made it in my Cornerstone, one of my Cornerstone episodes, which is an SMP survival series I've been doing. But yeah, I really like this design. It works really well. It causes minimalistic lag except for whenever this wall of pistons go off. But hey, if you're going to have an ice cube farm, whenever that wall of pistons really do go off, there's always going to be lag. So what can you do? Anyway, let's get on to the tutorial, guys. I know you guys want to see it. So everything you're going to need are these 4 chests. Don't be daunted by the amount of chests. These are just separating them into stages. They're not all completely filled. So over here we have 3 stacks of building blocks over here, and then over here we've just got some decorative blocks like glass. Preferably you'd probably want some transparent block because where the ice is going to go, you'll want to make sure that no mobs can spawn in it, and since you can't place lights, otherwise it'll melt the ice, it's preferable if you use some transparent blocks. So that is that. That's for the pre-build, as you see up here. For stage 1 up here, you'll need decorative blocks, redstone blocks, 2 pistons, a redstone block actual, a redstone dust, a repeater, a redstone torch, sticky piston, 2 water buckets, and 2 even decorative blocks. These are for the glass over there. For stage 2, what you'll need is a stack of redstone blocks, 10 normal pistons, a sticky piston, 12 redstone dust, a redstone repeater, and a redstone torch. Finally, for stage 3, which is the wall of pistons over there, you'll just need 60 pistons, your redstone blocks, 1 sticky piston, 37 redstone dust, 2 redstone repeaters, and 1 redstone torch. Anyway, let's get building! Before you begin, guys, just press F3 and make sure where you want to build your ice cube farm. You have to have a biome of a frozen river, a frozen ocean, or you have to be in a mountains biome and have to be high where you find snow. Just anywhere you will find a layer of snow, you need to go and build it there, otherwise this will not work, the water will not freeze, obviously. Okay, that's just a quick warning. Now let's get started. So what you need to do is you need to get your dimensions right. You need to make sure you have a large area where you want to build this thing. So we will build this 11 long. So the ice will go here, it'll go here, this is 11 long, and then over on this side it will be 10 wide. By the end of your building you should have an 11 by 10 square over here, and then you'll have a ring of blocks around to border this transparent block area. Now over here, this part where you haven't built a border, this is where you're going to put your piston wall, your automatic ice farm, all of that jazz. So we're going to go and build that now. Alright, so over here, you build a little hoop like this, where I have shown you right here, just right on the corner. You can line up one of these holes with the exact corner of this block placement area. And this is where your automatic ice farm is going to go. So over on this side you want to place a sticky piston facing in like so, and then underneath here you want to place blocks like this. Dig out the middle block, place it with a sticky piston. Now you want to place 2 blocks down like so, and then on top of that you want to place a redstone dust, place a block there, so that redstone dust will always power that sticky piston whenever redstone dust is on top of it like so. That should work like that. So place a block underneath that redstone block. Over here you want to place a redstone repeater on 3 ticks of delay. In front you want to place a block with a redstone torch, and then over here you want to place another normal piston. Now finally what you want to do is you want to build up the walls like so, and then you want to place 2 orange stained glass, well any block really, you want to place orange stained glass over there, and then you get your water buckets out over here, and then over here. Then eventually an ice block will form, like so, and it will work, hopefully. So let's go. Oh, it worked right then. So let's go on to stage 2. This part is really easy, so what you want to do now is you want to place a block like so if you're flying, or if you're in survival you could just place on the ground 10 normal pistons facing up like so in the ridge where we have. Then over here you want to place a sticky piston facing that way, like so. You want to place a block in front of it, then place 3 blocks like this, sort of like a hockey stick. Place redstone dust here and there, place a redstone repeater on 2 ticks of delay, then I'll place a block there on the side of that redstone dust. And then you want to place a redstone torch like so. And hopefully this piston should always be outstretched every time you use it. If it's not outstretched, then this will not work. Next you want to place a row of blocks like so, and to finish off you just want to place 10 redstone dust all along like so. So if we place a a normal block here, the pistons push every block like so. So if we place blocks like this, all the blocks are lifted up by the pistons. So that's stage 2 done. Stage 3 is just building in the wall of pistons and making sure there's a bud to activate all of them when the ice has reached a selected height. So you want to place 10 sticky pistons like so, facing this way towards the transparent blocks, and then you want to go 6 high, like so. I would fill it in, but we will continue with the tutorial. So you want to place a sticky piston facing up here on the side over here, like so. You want to place a block on top of it, then you want to place a block here with a redstone dust. Over here you want to place 2 blocks and a redstone repeater into a block with a redstone torch in it. Over here you want to place blocks like so, place a repeater over here, and then place a redstone dust like so, and this should act like a bud. Yes, it acts like a bud. So over here you want to break this block like so and place a block underneath, and then you want to place a row of blocks like so, and you want to place redstone dust like that. And what they'll do is they'll power every single piston along this line. So if we give it a run, all of those normal pistons are powered. Now to power the other rows, all you need to do is bring this redstone power down like in the staircase, like so, and then you place a row of blocks over here with redstone all along it, like that. And then you want to place another row of blocks like so, with another row of redstone. Place redstone all along here. Then every time you place a block like so, all of those pistons are fired. Now be careful, there is a lot of lag, so every time you feel a lag spike, it might be this just working. So I'm going to fill in the rest of these normal pistons, and then we'll call it an end to this tutorial. So that's it for the tutorial. So it's going to be very easy, just a single piston pushing ice along here, won't cause much lag in a single player world or a multiplayer server. And then these pistons will push the ice up onto this wall of pistons, and this wall of pistons will cause a bit of lag, but yeah, it's very minimalistic and it's only for a short amount of time, and all ice farms will be bound to do that. So let's just give it a test. Seems to be working. Whoop, placed it too fast. Seems to be working. And then if we go over here and we place ice blocks, that's working. And then if we bring our ice up here, all of our ice is working, being pushed. So that's going to be it for the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you enjoyed, please like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, cheers for watching, dudes. I'll catch you next time. Take it easy. Bye bye.